Good to go. Ready? All right, seeing as how it's 9 o'clock, we'll call this meeting in order. Notice the meeting was properly posted on August 26, 2025. Prayer and pledge will be led by Commissioner Mon.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to get together and do the people's business. We thank you for the rain and help that you'll help all of our employees remain safe in the elements. In your name, amen.
All right, item number 1 is approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There is a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 2 are the claims. The motion to approve claims.
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 3 is P-card statement. Anything abnormal? Nothing abnormal. Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4 is the blanket. Any changes to the blanket? No changes. The motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Items 5 through 10 are consents. Is there a motion to approve consent?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now that brings us quickly to recognizing the judge.
Thank you, Chairman. We have is Brian here.
Morning, Commissioners. This is Resolution 2025-3388, a resolution recognizing and congratulating the Honorable Judge Lydia Y. Green on her appointment by Governor Kevin J. Stitt as District Judge to serve the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma. It reads, whereas Judge Lydia Y. Green was selected by District Judges of Oklahoma County to serve the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma on February 13, 2017 as a special judge, and whereas the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma represents Oklahoma County, and whereas Judge Lydia Y. Green has served the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma and Oklahoma County diligently and honorably for 8 years as a special judge, and whereas Judge Lydia Y. Green was one of 3 selected by the Oklahoma Judicial Nominating Commission to be considered by Governor Kevin J. Stitt to assume office as District Judge of the State of Oklahoma's 7th Judicial District. And whereas Judge Lydia Y. Green now holds the distinction of being one of approximately 73 district judges serving the state of Oklahoma and one of 15 district judges serving Oklahoma County. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County hereby honors and commends Judge Lydia Y. Green for 8 years of dedicated public service as a special judge of the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma and her service to Oklahoma County. Be it further resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County hereby recognizes and congratulates Judge Lydia Y. Green for her newest appointment to public service as a District Judge of the 7th Judicial District of the State of Oklahoma. I move for approval.
I would like to publicly congratulate Judge Green. We were classmates in law school. We've come a far and long way from law school. So I'd like to publicly congratulate you once again. And do you have a few words, Judge Green?
Good morning to everyone. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. To the commissioners, and more specifically to Commissioner Lowe, I thank you, for I'm truly humbled to receive this unworthy recognition. I am reminded as I stand before you today of the words found in Luke 12:48 that states, for everyone to whom much is given, from him much will be required. I reference this particular scripture because I am profoundly aware of the great responsibility entrusted to me through this appointment to District Judge for Office 1. Having the authority to make decisions that can shape a person's life while interpreting the law and administering justice in the face of complexity is no small responsibility. I came across a statement that read, for those who are entrusted with much, whether it is wisdom, power, wealth, or even leadership, they are expected to act with accountability, integrity, and to serve. Therefore, I commit to you today that I will uphold the rule of law while remaining fair and impartial. I will bring dignity to the office and not only protect the rights of everyone who stands before me, but I will also ensure that they feel heard and are treated with respect. With a humble heart, I thank you for this proclamation. May the Lord continue to bless you all, and may He continue to bless the great state of Oklahoma. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Green. Motion to approve resolution.
Second?
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes.
Can we take a quick photo?
Okay.
Item number 12 is regarding ARPA Project 30098, Legal Aid Services. This is a notification. An amendment will come later next week to raise the subrecipient's amount to $100,000. This is just a notification.
Second?
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Motion passes. Thank you. Item number 13. This is ETR application for $314,000 for Sorghum Mill in Waterloo. I'll make a motion to approve. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Likewise, item 14 is also ETR funds. Okay. And that one is for Covell and County Line. That's a $512,000 5-year loan. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 15 and 16, we have individuals wishing to speak. Mark Falk, I got yours first. You have 3 minutes.
So, half a jail. I'm sorry, but this has turned into some Keystone Cops kind of stuff. This is nuts. The more I hear about the half a jail plan, the more I think the treehouse plan would have been better. So, I can only see 3 reasons that you all decided to do this. Either you're crooked, and there's a reason for that, or you're not that bright, or we're trying to blackmail the citizens of Oklahoma County into passing another tax increase by building an incredibly inefficient jail. I'm going to go through this really quickly. This is nuts. You are putting the property room at the new jail, the release center at the new jail, the kitchen at the new jail, and the laundry at the new jail. That means that 3 times a day, you will have to take 1,700 or more meals across town, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Already during the last health inspection, we were cited for the meals not being hot enough when you took them up an elevator in the same building. What happens if the weather is bad? What happens if there's traffic? What happens if the, I don't know what you're going to move it in, a semi? I have no idea. What happens if it breaks down? We already have a hard time with that. And you're going to close the kitchen in the existing jail and take your food across town? That is literal insanity. Secondly, the laundry will be moved from the old jail to the new jail, washed over there, taken back. Dirty laundry will then be taken back to the new jail. And we don't have enough staff to run the jail that we have now. But worst of all, The release center and the property room are in the new jail. So you take someone to the new jail, you book them, you do intake, you move them to the old jail. I know this sounds confusing because it is. And then when they're done with their time, they move back to the new jail, they get their property, and they're released into Del City. You promised Del City that you would not release the detainees into their city, and that's exactly what you're doing now. This is crooked, it's incompetent, it is the most insane thing that I have ever seen in my entire life. You all should be ashamed of yourselves for lying to the citizens over and over and over. Do the right thing. Take the time to reduce the jail population and do the right thing and quit lying to the citizens of Oklahoma County.
Gina Standridge, you have 3 minutes.
Morning. We are here today because you pushed a vote through on a jail at a time when District 1 did not have an elected official, which left District 1 without a voice. This should have never happened in a democracy. Del City is bearing the brunt of government mismanagement. One of the top issues with this location was releasing people in an area with no resources. There's still no resources in that area, but there still are 7 school districts, schools within 1.5 miles, bus stops within 500 feet, which will be picking up and dropping off kids during peak times of release. Middale has an elementary school with 660 elementary kids within a mile. Nobody seems to care about that. Nobody has ever talked to Middale about what we're going to do to help that. However, there have been talks with another school district, a lot of things behind closed doors. Not one word to Middale. It appears you are going to build this jail on the backs of children. There are 10 schools within 2 miles. That's over 7,000 kids. You were never concerned with saving money for the taxpayers. You've not been good stewards of our money. I hope people do not listen to your campaign to build this jail because the campaign is going to cost millions you don't have. Again, one of you said you don't have money for a tree house, but you all are spending money like it grows on trees. Miles, you've said yourself this land was always supposed to be for a jail. And at one point it was going to be donated. But the land was never donated. You set up a sale for your family friends that made millions off of your votes. Most of you guys are untruthful, untrustworthy. I hope the people see through the deception. Last thing, I put in open records requests for people you've appointed to that oversight committee. Javier Navarra, Steve Mason. I was told they are private citizens. However, I've spent a lot of time with Marissa Treat and Cherokee Ballard. They are subject to open records request. And I've seen a letter that has since been sent to everybody that serves on a board, letting them know that they are subject to open records. I would like to get those records on the jail, please.
Okay, Representative Andy Fugate.
Thank you, Commissioners. I want to talk about a business principle called the sunk cost trap. 1 year ago, I asked a simple question: why not have 2 smaller sized jails? That would give us tons more options for jail locations. I was told then we couldn't afford 2 jails, and we fast forward now and we're talking about literally having not 1, not 2, but 3 separate jails. At the same time, we can't afford to staff 1. That's the trap. We've already invested millions of dollars. Elected officials have already put their reputations on the line. And so today, you will probably vote to sell nearly $250 million worth of bonds to start construction on a facility that is currently projected to cost 3 times what we were told it would cost. But the reality is you don't even have any idea what it will really cost in the end. In fact, you don't even know what it'll cost to staff 1, 2, 3 jail facilities. At this point in any project I have ever managed, and I've managed a bunch of them, I would have gone back to the decision makers and said, you know what? It is time to stop the spending. It's time to evaluate from scratch and ask the basic question. If you were to make this decision today, would you make it? And I think the answer is very clearly no. But what makes the sunk cost trap such a big problem is that people would rather spend $1 billion instead of walking back what they said and admitting they had made a mistake. Now, I understand we still have staffing problems at the jail. I'm going to make a suggestion. Look to the sheriff's office. I did. I'll give you these guys, give this to you at the end. We have 2/3 less employees who make 70% more than they were making under PD Taylor. 82,500 versus 49,000. I don't believe the rank and file are actually making that, but definitely somebody is. We do roughly the same number of patrol calls. We have 4 times the amount of miles driven, and we're clearing 1/3 fewer warrants than we did back then. Solomon suggested cutting a baby in half. We didn't split a baby in half. What we did was we cut up a starfish. And you know what happens when you cut up a starfish? All the limbs grow back. And that's what's happened here. So if you're looking for jail funding, start with the sheriff's office. My friends, and I will look to all of you and say that. Let's do the right thing today. The only correct course of action is to stop the craziness. The Attorney General crowned the 3 of you as kings over Oklahoma County. Use that royal authority to take a step back and figure out a cheaper location in an industrial area away from the good people of Del City. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Item 15 is discussion and possible action regarding a resolution for the GOLT Bond Series 2025. I know that Jared and crew are here.
Commissioners, Jared Davidson, Public Finance Law Group, County's Bond Counsel. I've also got with me Zach Robinson, County's Financial Advisor. This item kicks off the formal statutory issuance process for those authorizations that were previously approved back in 2022. This would be the balance of that authorization. Plan is to issue and close in November, and then those bonds would mature through 2045. I'll let Zach answer any questions relative to rates, numbers, all that kind of good stuff.
Go ahead.
Are there any questions on rates? We are using approximately 4.75 bonds. We'll sell them through. It's a competitive sale, so the market's going to be what the market is that day. So I think that our estimates on the conservative side, we will obtain a rating through Moody's. Optimistic about the outcome there after our work with them in the spring. It's a wonderful credit. You've worked hard to obtain that credit rating, and we're optimistic that it will help you obtain the lowest interest that you can on the bonds.
Any questions?
I have none. I have already visited and been following this, so I'll make a motion to approve.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I do have a few words to state about this. When the decision was made to move forward with selling the remainder of the bonds to finance the construction of half a jail, I voiced several concerns. I had hoped that some, if not all, of those concerns would be discussed more fully by the BOCC and the Budget Board before today's vote took place. My primary concern was and remains, how do we fund the operations of the current facility, a behavioral health care facility, and half of a jail? The annual increase in operations for the 3 facilities has been stated to be in the neighborhood of $10 to $15 million per year. That number represents a little over 1/10 of our current budget. Where does that money come from? It has to come from somewhere. Do you plan to cover the cost for running 3 facilities by laying off employees, cutting their benefits, reducing retirement contributions, eliminating the employee assistance plan? I have been told since the first day I walked into this role that our employees are our greatest asset. I cannot support anything that may end up harming our employees. Beyond employees, how they would be impacted. What about the citizens we serve? How will they be impacted? What services do we cut? Cutting off services and laying off employees is not the way to do this. Oklahoma County budget is limited, unlike 76 other counties in the state. We do not have a sales tax. Our ad valorem growth is capped somewhere between 3% and 5% per year. Worse yet, there are efforts being discussed in the state legislature to further decrease the ad valorem we and every other county receive annually. There is even a discussion to eliminate ad valorem altogether. Now is not the time to build half a jail, hoping we get the green light from the taxpayers to build the rest. The fiscally responsible approach is to put together a plan, explain it to the voters, and let them decide. Let the voters decide. Let them decide if they want to continue to see failed health inspections due to poor facilities and lack of staffing. Let the voters decide if they want to keep seeing headline after headline announcing another death at the jail. Let the voters decide if they want to have an adequate medical and mental health facility, proper lighting and recreational space as required by jail standards. Let them decide. Let them decide if we continue to warehouse people in a substandard facility or build and operate a facility that is humane and focused on getting people the help they need so they are not caught up in the revolving door of the criminal justice system. I have faith in the Oklahoma County voters. They will do the right thing. Let's trust them and ask them to trust us. We can earn their trust by delaying the sale of these bonds until they have spoken. Wanting to see a new jail built is something that Commissioner Mon and Commissioner Davidson and I agree on. I respect their desire and work toward that end. What I cannot agree to is building half a jail without a plan, a hope and a prayer for how we will operate it. That's not a responsible approach, in my opinion. There has been no public entity or no entity at all that has stated publicly that they're going to back a jail campaign. We have no plan. Let the voters decide. So therefore, I am voting no today, and I hope my colleagues join me as well. We need to be more responsible.
There's a motion. I will second.
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
No.
Oh, that should be a 2-1. Do we need to fix that? It should be 2 yeas, 1 nay. Do we need to fix that? Item number 16. Is there a motion to approve? This is for the BOK Financial Services.
I'll move it.
There's a motion. I'll second.
Yeah,
All
yes.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Okay. Item number 17 is a resolution for approval of the Board of County Commissioners to apply for Sheriff's Office Funding Assistance Grant from the AG's office. Is that correct, Cody?
Yes, if you recall, this board approved an application last year for the AG's grant. It was a grant process. It was new last year. This is a continuation of that same grant. This year, we are going to be requesting funds to start up an ERT team, emergency response team, as well as bolstering the bomb squad.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
There is a motion and then a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 18 is an annual fire agreement between the village and Oklahoma County. Commissioner Lowe, this is in your district.
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 19 is a discussion with the engineer's office.
Yes, item number 19, we found an existing well on the site, and upon excavation, we are going to plug that well, cap it off 6 feet below the grade. This is a change order to get that done, $9,933.
Okay, you've heard the explanation. There's our motion to approve. There's a
Second.
motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 20 is for a change order. This is removing the dirt. Nope, this is not the dirt.
Item number 20 is, we have an existing sewer line. We're gonna move it out from under some pavement and put it, under the ground. It's in the $30,138 change order, but it'll actually save us some money if we would've left it under the pavement.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
There's a
Second.
motion and a second. This is at the current build site. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 21.
Item 21, I need to strike this and bring it back to you. Hopefully a special meeting Friday, so I don't lose any more time on this issue, or that'd be my request.
Okay. You've heard the request. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to strike. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 22 is annual licensing agreement with ReadyOp.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is actually an emergency management item that's entitled Facilities Management. This is our annual use agreement with ReadyOp Emergency Notification System.
Perfect.
Move the item.
There's a motion. I'll second while he signs. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 23, Karen Kent, if you'd like to come down, or
Good morning.
morning.
It is time to announce our August 25, can't believe it's almost here, Employees of the Year. And first of all, if we could get facilities to come up and introduce their Employee of the Month, Fred Flores.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Tim Odom, he's my electrical supervisor. He's the one that brought the nomination to HR, so I'm gonna let him present.
Morning, gentlemen. Fred's actually one of our newer guys, but in the time Fred's been here, he's shown a willingness to get up and go to work. He's very professional when he's out in the offices with all the employees and the citizens around here. He's very helpful, tries to explain to his coworkers, especially the guys that are a little bit newer than he is, what's going on and how to fix it, the proper way to go about it so we don't disrupt the work environment here. So in short time, Fred's done an outstanding job for us in helping us. So just want to recognize him.
Absolutely. Fred's done a great job. Absolutely.
Today, Fred represents a small victory for facilities management. Last year we had a very unexpected high turnover, and so I have just about a completely new crew. But I'm proud to say today that I want to proclaim victory. I think we have a crew of very hardworking, conscientious, high moral people, and Fred is leading the pack. So he's representing a new day in facilities management.
Is there a motion to approve? This is the motion to approve Mr. Fred Flores. All those in favor? I'm sorry. You want a second? Go ahead. Commissioner Munn seconded. All those in favor? Aye. All right, second one.
District 3, would you like to come up there and introduce your employee of the month?
Good morning. We have Ron Chandler with us this morning. He's been with our district for 18 years, and during his time, he served in many different roles. Most recently, with the retirement of our long-term patch truck driver, Ron volunteered to take over that never-ending job. We now have established patch routes and are covering our district more efficiently. We are very grateful to have Ron on our team, and we are pleased to nominate him for the Employee of the Month for August.
Absolutely, Ron stepped up. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve Ron Chandler. Aye. Thank you. You want a picture? Okay. All right, item 24 is discussion and possible action, Granite Telecommunications. This is replacing our POTS lines. Is there anything we need to know specifically? How about downtime or anything?
No downtime. What this is this is the start of replacing a technology that's just not going to be supported anymore. Decades and decades of copper is going away. So AT&T will not be doing that anymore. So we're looking for a new way to provide telephone service to, like, emergency service to elevators and things like that. And that's what this one is for, is to do juvenile first. So kind of our test as we seek a new solution.
Second.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Dane. Planning Commission, Eric Brandt.
Good morning, yes. Potnod Hill is an existing plat that is located at the intersection of Dobbs and Wilshire Boulevard and District 2. It is 4 lots on 40 acres of various sizes. Today, the applicant is requesting that Lot 4 specifically be replatted to where that lot is currently 7.13 acres, and they are going to create 2 new lots, one of 5 acres and one of 2.13 acres. This item was unanimously approved by the Planning Commission at the July 17th meeting. That's all I have, unless you have any particular questions.
Okay, any questions? Seeing none, Commissioner Munn?
I'll move it.
There's a motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Cody, you representing the sheriff? This is discussion and possible action for ESAC, which is Equitable Sharing and Certification Form for our federal forfeiture, asset forfeiture, correct?
That's exactly what it is. This is an annual form that is required by the federal government for us to fill out. Just need your approval so we can go online and get this process wrapped up.
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 27. Nope, no 27. Commissioner's comments. Commissioner Lowe?
I'd like to recognize my team. We had a great town hall last night. I'm talking about a packed house, approximately 400 people in attendance. I've never seen numbers like that. I was just so very proud. So my team is here. Would you please stand? Thank you. Thank you for all the work you do for District 1. A major topic was obviously the jail and what's going on throughout Oklahoma County and District 1 specifically, and all of our projects. And we have photos online. I mean, when I say we had almost 400 people there, we had almost 400 people there. So we're very excited about that. Thank you.
Mr. Moore? No. Any new business? Seeing none, is there a motion to recess into executive session?
Motion to recess.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. We stand in recess. Okay.
Leave Andy alone.
Yeah. You ready? All right, we'll call this meeting back to order. Is there a motion to return from executive session? There's a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. All right, items 29 and 30. Is there a motion to approve settlements?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Not any more citizen participation, so that brings us to adjournment. Seeing as how the business is conducted on this meeting, we'll declare this meeting adjourned. Stay tuned for PBA. Kevin, welcome. You down here putting up microphones and having fun?
I just want to say that it's a great day,
There you go.
and I love it.
You gonna go Travis Tritt on us? Am I crazy? Where's? There we are. Commissioner Mons in. You good? All right, we'll call this meeting to order. All three members are present. Notice that the meeting was properly posted August 26, 2025. First item of business is approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Item number 2 is the claims. Is there a motion to approve claims?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 3 is a bond. Nope, regarding payment authorization of PBA bond funds in the amount of $420,168.04 to Lingo for the ICB envelope project.
A progressive payment.
Progressive payment. All right, perfect. Any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye. Item number 4 is just a little tricky. There were some accounting errors and mispayments affecting the Lincoln Building, the ICB, and the Kraus property as far as the insurance premiums are concerned. This effort is to true up and correct those miscalculations. The Lincoln Building in the amount of $3,506.21. Investors Capital Building, $3,503.41. And Kraus, the Kraus property, $3,362.52.
Okay, you've heard the explanation. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Item number 5. These are Metro Parking Garage contracts.
contracts.
Perfect. 1, 2, it appears 3. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 6 is a transfer.
That's a like item for the insurance premium. It affects PBA Lincoln M&O in the amount of $790.27.
Okay. Any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Citizen participation. I don't have any. Board comments, any? New business, any? Motion to adjourn. There's motion. See if no objection, that'll be the order. We stand adjourned. Just in the negative.